Hi guys, we're back on the Silver Spirit today. I've had a problem and it's been driving me up the wall. Actually, I've been worried about it. When I turn a corner, and this doesn't happen all the time, to the left, the steering grabs, and I had the car up on stands the other day and I checked out the steering linkages and rack and pinion and ball joints and everything. Couldn't fault it. And then yesterday I thought maybe I'm putting my foot on the brake when I'm turning the corner left, and maybe the left front disc is grabbing. So I pulled the wheel off yesterday and checked the pistons and everything on the calipers, no problems. Took it for a run again, and yet again, only on certain corners it grabbed. And I was talking to Richard from Spur parts, and straight away he said my steering is hitting the exhaust pipe, which is hard to imagine, but apparently that's what it is. He said it happened to him 20 years ago. Well, I spent hours looking on forums and things, and not one mention about this problem. Anyway, he said get under the car again, jack the engine up and adjust the rear engine mounting. He said it's on slides, and he said adjust it up about 5 mil. So what I'm going to do is do that, and let's see what happens, and I think this is the answer. So we'll carry on with the Silver Spirit. Okay, car up on stands, and I had a quick look and I can show you where the steering is hitting. Okay, there's a steering arm coming down onto the steering box, or you know what I mean, rack and pinion. And up here, there's a nut there, and that nut is hitting on the exhaust pipe where my finger is there. How ridiculous is that? So now I've just got to find the engine mount and jack the engine up and adjust it. You can see it better from the angle back here. Whoops, hang on. Where the nut is on the thing and where it's hitting on the exhaust. And these engine mounts, there's one each side at the back here, and I assume they're the ones that he's talking about. So a bit cramped under here. So what I'm going to do is jack the engine, and he said they're on slides, so probably these ones, and we'll see. Okay, you're slacking off these bolts. There's 4 around it, and there's a bit of a slide behind them, and then jack up your under the sump of the engine a bit, and now I'm going to tighten them up again. It's a 15 mil socket, and we'll see what happens. I've done loosened off both sides, and I'll tighten up both sides again. Actually, this side here they were all loose, which is probably the root of my problem. Okay. Hi guys. One thing about living out in the country in Australia, one thing you really need is the cruise control. And on the car here, the cruise control chain is broken. There's just a little bit hanging, and with a bit of luck it's only the chain. Maybe it was purposely removed, we do not know. So I've got an old plug chain which I bought at Bunnings for $3, and I'm going to hook it on and double it over in case it's not as strong as the original one. So I'm just going to put that on the car now, and we'll take it for a run and see if the cruise works. And then we'll take it from there if it doesn't. Okay, here we go. There's the original chain, which is slightly heavier than my plug chain. So let's see how we go. The chain for the cruise control goes from a arm down here up to bellows here, and a bit much like the R107 Mercedes. And the plug chain I put on was too light, no good. So this is a little bit of heavy duty chain put on there, and believe it or not, the cruise control works. It's quite nice, and that's what we need out here.